You know, when the StarCraft mini set first came out and Shaffar Hunter was by far the most dominant deck on day one to a point where they needed to straight up ban the card Shaffar? Well, there is a new Handbuff Hunter deck now without Shaffar, but it still does center around our good friend Zergling. So Zergling is a 1 mana 1/1 with summon a copy of this on Battlecry. And this shell might look very familiar to you all, and that is because this is the same shell as Grunter Hunter, because we have Ranger Gilly and the variety of hand buffing tools that comes with the warrior class, including Reserve Spot and Cup of Muscle. And with those hand buffing tools, we are hoping to hit our good friend Zergling, but we also have a pretty solid backup plan with Vicious Slitherspear with your usual Slitherspear support of Bunch of Bananas. And that's really all that goes into this Handbuff Hunter deck. So on face value, it looks like a combo deck where you're trying to make the biggest Zergling possible, but really what you're trying to do is deploy a very early big Zergling to then damage your opponent enough to finish them with some Vicious Slither Spears or some random Celestial Shots, or you might even need to use your hero power 1 or 2 times to close out the game. But anyway, that is Handbuff Zerg Hunter. If you enjoy Hearthstone content like this and would like to see more of it in the future, please consider subscribing. It helps out this channel a ton. And while you're down there, you might as well throw in a like. It helps out these videos as well. But anyway, let's jump into some games. Might have a mirror match on our hands. And just what you want to see. Ranger Gill in the opener. That means you can mulligan him. Birdwatching's great. Cup of Muscle. I only want to keep this if I have Zergling or Spawning Pool. So Zergling or Zergling, and I'll keep that Cup of Muscle. Reserve Spot is fantastic. So I can go Birdwatching, Reserve Spot into a big boy. See if my opponent drew better than me. Always a tragedy when that happens. Okay. Dealing with a bit of a secret gamer. Play the one that you just drew. Go with a Zergling. And end the turn. Hidden Meaning makes sense. They got themselves a 3/3. Not a bad rate. 2 mana 3/3 with delayed charge. Another secret, you say? Okay, if this is freezing, I call the police. Or ice trap, rather. Okay, the police are not coming over. Okay, let's just play 14 power real quick. I think it's not bad. Okay. And I think I'm actually going to swing into that because I feel like that's freezing 100% of the time. It wasn't. Okay, now I look like a fool. Oh, it was ice. Okay, okay. Let's get some bananas going. And that could be Rat Trap or Bait and Switch. So let's play around Rat Trap and leave that banana at home. Okay, we got them down to 15. So next turn, we're going to do a bit of bird watching. Never Wind Fury, by the way. Lightsteel? I mean, that's pretty tragic, too. What do I do about that? I think we need to look for Shimmer Shot. Am I going to hit that thing with my head? Or am I going to do a second look? Second look. So, Celestial Shot or Shimmer. It's just that easy. It is simply just that easy. Never Rat Trap. It wasn't Rat Trap, so it's always bait and switch. Let's put some monkeys in front of that thing. Swing for 8. Man, lifesteal was actually the worst case scenario now that I... 2 mage secrets? Oof. That's a tough one. So we know it's bait and switch. So let's hit their head. And also play around Counterspell? Beautiful. And then let's shoot their 3-2. And yet again, hit their head. Okay. We've played against every secret known to man. And we are still ahead. Okay. So if they clear our board and play no more secrets, we still win. Imagine them not playing another secret. Okay, if that's freezing trap, I do have a way around it. Do you think that's explosives? Could be. Very well could be. Let's make them a little bigger though, just to play around that. Heck yeah. A little +1 buff to the health. Result in a 10 power 1/1 going to your face. Not bad, took down the Secret Hunter. A tougher matchup, the Warrior. But I do have a pretty good hand. Gilly is trash. You never want him in the opening hand. Tracking... We can do better than tracking. So we have a 5/5 Zergling on turn 2. Not bad. All right. Let's get the Zergs rolling. Armor. An aggressive deck's worst fear. But let's try to get a little bit of tempo going by playing our turn 2 10-10. The last warrior I played against had a Blade Storm, which is not common. So let's see if... No, they just want to ramp. I respect it. Stick to your game plan. And I think it's worth it, actually. Yeah. Let's get a bunch of juiced up Zerglings in my hand. And hit my opponent in the head for 14 on turn 3. Not bad. Not bad. Lift off. Okay. Okay. I can respect that. So we're probably looking at a brawl next turn. In that case, I kind of want to prioritize finding some hand buffing tools or just some bananas so I can get in some nice damage while I can. Yeah, let's play around some AoE and just hit him in the head for an obscene amount of damage. So we have Patchwork Pals for Huffer next turn. Could potentially present lethal.
And smell the flowers.
Concussive Shells and Garish's Gift for Execute. Not bad. I think this is lethal. Unfortunately for my opponent, Spawning Pool is a messed up card, and give him the banana for some turn 5 lethals. This deck's a tad fast. It's a little bit on the fast side, especially if you draw Spawning Pool and Reserve Spot. Those cards are okay. Okay. Protoss Rogue has been making its rounds recently. Just like Ranger Gilly has been in my opening hand 3 games in a row. I'm sorry, Gilly. It's the same story. I love that you give me Hunter cards or Warrior cards, but I think you look better probably in the deck. Looks like a good beverage for our Zergling. End the turn. Probably looking for another cup of muscle next turn and probably just play a 5/3. But at the same time, a 5/3 does not line up well with what Rogue is doing, so I'm going to be a little greedy. Buff him up to a 7/4, especially with having Evolution Chamber in my hand. Okay, I'm at 29. This could be Weapon Rogue. How does Weapon Rogue deal with this board? Deafen? You're right. They don't have it, though. Nah. No Deafen. Never will have it. Prep into... Okay. Hip-hop. Coining. No Deafen. Never has Deafen. Never was afraid of it. Okay. Looks like a Deafen for the opponent, actually. Very unfortunate. Let's see what tracking can produce. I do think I need to probably do that and also Patchwork Pals. Yeah. Doesn't feel great, but it's the hand we were dealt. Okay, so we need Misha. Everyone look away. I don't want you to see this. Yeah. That wasn't pretty. Okay. They never have the second Deafen for Misha. Valera's Gift will find Backstab and O-Manager. Oh, goodness. You hate to see it. But you do love to see a weapon break. Okay. Feel decent about that. And we will also break this open. Play that. And we still have a Zergling in the deck. And the backup plan of swarming our opponent down is in full swing. Okay. Can they deal 12 additional damage? That is the ultimate question. With 6 mana. Okay. Drawing 2 with no weapon buff is probably not how you're going to do it. If that finds Heat Wave, I am, again, calling the authorities. Okay. No. Oh, no, Heat Wave wouldn't even do it, because these guys are huge. Turn 6 lethal.
I must protect the wild.
Okay, Ranger Gilly. It's starting to get embarrassing. 4th game in a row in the opening hand. I'm sorry. It's just, it's not you. It's not you, it's me. Okay. I don't mind a turn 1 Slither. Sure. Let's see how that turns out. Let's do a more aggressive Slitherspear game. Oh. Oh yes. Just the bananas plus the Slitherspear. That's just a match made in heaven. 5 damage right to the head. And a hero power for a rebuttal. More bananas? I'm going to slow my roll a little bit. And just develop a really big board and also hit them in the head for 5 again. Not a bad turn 3. Coining out. Oaken Summons, okay. It's a pretty good answer to what I'm doing. Ooh, okay, well. Sometimes you draw the absolute best thing you can possibly draw. And let's crash into there. And 3 to the head. Okay, I have a good Leok next turn. Leok plus banana. Defense Crystal is pretty good. Let's start the turn by finding Leok. And I think it's just a Shimmer Shot. I'm going to save this activation just in case I need some Russian. How much damage am I dealing? Like, near infinite? Okay, you're at 9. It's turn 5. You might have like a 7 mana Zilliax in hand. You have a 6/5. Maybe would have gone for the Slitherspear, but anyway, it was over before it started with that draw. Ooh, and I got my win 5 games achievement. I love to see it. Hit me with that gold. Rank 4 diamond. Is there a higher rank than that? I am not sure.